Welcome back to the Moral Path YouTube channel, where we learn amazing Bible stories that teach us about God's love and wisdom.
I'm so glad you're here today because we have an incredible story about courage, faith, and standing up for what's right, even when it feels really hard. Today we're going to talk about three brave friends named Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They lived a long time ago in a place called Babylon. And guess what? Their story will inspire you to stay strong no matter what happens around you. Babylon was a big city ruled by King Nebuchadnezzar. He was powerful, but he also had one rule. Everyone had to worship his golden statue. If they didn't, well, let's just say things got dangerous. Now, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were not from Babylon. They came from Israel. But when their country was conquered, they were taken as captives to serve in the king's palace. Even though life wasn't easy, these three friends stayed true to their beliefs. They believed in God, and only God. One day, King Nebuchadnezzar made a giant golden statue and ordered everyone in the land to bow down to it whenever they heard music. Can you imagine being told to worship something other than God? But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego knew they couldn't do that. So, when the music played, all the people bowed down, but not them. They stood tall, refusing to worship the statue because they loved and trusted God more than anything else. Some jealous leaders saw this and ran straight to King Nebuchadnezzar. "Your Majesty," they said, "there are three men who refuse to obey your command." The king summoned Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He gave them another chance. "Bow down now, or I'll throw you into a fiery furnace." But listen to what these brave men said. "O king, we don't need to defend ourselves before you. Our God can save us if he chooses. But even if he doesn't, we still won't bow down to your statue." The king ordered the furnace to be heated 7 times hotter than usual. Then, he commanded his strongest soldiers to tie up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and throw them inside. But something amazing happened next. The fire was so hot that the soldiers guarding the furnace were burned alive. But Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they weren't harmed at all. In fact, the king looked closer and saw not 3, but 4 figures walking in the fire. One of them looked like a divine presence, shining brightly. It was as if God himself was protecting them. The king shouted, Come out of the fire." When Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego stepped out, everyone could see that not a single hair on their heads was singed. Not even the smell of smoke clung to their clothes. The king declared, "Praise be to their God. No other God can rescue like this." From that moment on, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were honored throughout the kingdom, and their faith inspired others to trust in God too. What can we learn from Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? First, they showed us that standing firm in our faith isn't always easy. It might even feel scary sometimes. But when we trust God completely, he gives us strength to face anything. Second, their story reminds us that doing the right thing matters more than pleasing people, or even kings. Whether it's saying no to peer pressure or staying true to your values, standing firm makes a difference. Thanks for joining me today on The Moral Path. If you enjoyed this story, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring Bible stories. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. Until next time, remember, no matter how tough things get, keep trusting in God. You've got this. Before we go, let's take a moment to pray together. Bow your heads if you'd like. Dear God, thank you for the example of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Help us to be brave like them when we face challenges or feel pressure to do things that aren't right. Give us the courage to stand firm in our faith and trust you no matter what happens. Remind us that you are always with us, protecting and guiding us through every trial. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. If you said this prayer with me, leave a comment below letting me know how you're going to stand firm in your faith this week.
Thanks for joining me today on the Moral Path YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next Bible adventure. See you soon.